Hey y'all, welcome to Running from 40 here in Shepherdstown, West Virginia, setting up for this year's Freedom's Run put on by Dr. Mark Cucuzzella and company. And yeah, we're just setting up the finish line area right now. You can see there it is behind me, setting some flags up. It's a lot of work that goes into this, but it's really neat being a part of it. So, all right, we're here with Dr. Mark Cucuzzella at Freedom's Run in Shepherdstown, West Virginia. Dr. Mark, what does Freedom's Run mean to you? Why is it different from other races?
Oh gosh, we started this on a whim, just with a couple friends in a conversation that we needed to raise some money to match a grant. So, and somehow we ended up, owning a race and raising money for the last 15 years for good local causes, all going back into the community, kids trails, multiple projects involving community health. So it's fun as you see these volunteers out here in Damar. This is like a all volunteer team effort to pull this on.
Yeah, that's awesome. How many runners do you expect to have overall?
We have about 1,100 signed up for Damar, so
wow.
that'll be good. Considering there's all kinds of traffic snafus and roads closed, I think it'll be right size to have a safe day and have a course that's within capacity and everyone can park and get to the start on time. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased that we have good numbers, and there's about 40 states represented in the marathon, so people come from all over the place to explore the national parks. And I think that's what's unique about this, Nick, is that they get to run actually in the national parks. Most marathons, half marathons that associate with the parks, they actually don't go in the parks. But we've built really good relationships here, and we treat the parks well, and they allow us each year to come back. So that's a blessing. So we brief the runners on that, like, you're in the parks, respect the parks. This is open to the public every day, and including the day they're running the race. So
very cool.
Yeah, we haven't had a problem in 14 years, so hopefully tomorrow will be just as
well. Well, it should be great. All right, well, thank you, my friend.
No, thank you.
We'll see you tomorrow morning. All right, good morning, y'all. Today is race day, Freedom's Run coming up, so I'm just getting after it. My hip's been bothering me a bit, but I'm gonna head out for a run and see how it feels, and then get back and get ready to head on over to Shepherd's University, to the football field, where I'll be helping out at the finish line. So anyway, just wanted to start this race day vlog off with a good morning greeting. All right, well, went out for a run this morning, and now just about to have some breakfast before heading over to the finish line to help out there with the Freedom's Run race. As I said, my hip's been bothering me a little bit. It's kind of an issue that has been persistent. It's not usually been injury level, but it's nagging and it's there. And so I thought I'd just share a good lesson that I always need to remember, which is take it easy when you feel something that is causing you discomfort, because a lot of times you taking it easy and being smart and making sure you get in good movement and whatnot is actually going to be the difference between you being able to continue running and you getting injured and being out for who knows how long. So I went out, just did a 5K pace, or a 5K at a slow pace, and it was a great way to start the day. I feel great now and excited for the run. So going to be heading over there, like I said, soon at 9 o'clock is when I'm supposed to be there. And it's just going to be a great day. It looks like we're not supposed to have too much rain. Cooler weather's coming in, so that'll be great for the runners. And it's just a beautiful course. They run through national parks and historical sites. And so it's really unique in that way. There's a marathon, half marathon, 10K, 5K, and a kids fun run. So I'm going to hope to capture as much of it as I can to be able to share this with y'all, to be able to encourage and inspire people to get out there and run, and to see that running is not just treadmill. It's not just running around a track. It's not just exercise or necessary evil to make you lose weight and maybe be healthier, but it is actually something that can bring joy into your life. You can get out there in nature and see the beautiful creation all around you, and so I want to bring that to y'all as best I can. So anyway, with that said, we'll see y'all in a bit. All right, y'all, just got here. A little bit of rain, but nothing too bad. perfect for running, and I think it's going to pass probably fairly soon and just give way to mid 60s temperatures, overcast. Tons of folks out here to run today. You can hear Dr. Mark. Look at this group here. Look at how many people are here. Food tents, volunteer stations, all that kind of stuff here. Coffee down there. Definitely gonna give me some of that. What do you think, y'all? I got about 5 minutes till I have to check in, so I'm just gonna scan the crowd real quick. There we go.
They start.
We got some Avett Brothers playing. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we are at the finish line. 10K. People should be finishing in here in a little bit. We're just getting cones set back up. The weather is a little bit much. Here's the finish line. I'm just gonna jog over it. All right, that's what it'd be like finishing. With the rain, the wind makes it all a little harder. Gus. All right, here we are running from 40. We're just wrapped up the 15th annual Freedoms Run here in Shepherdstown, West Virginia with Dr. Mark Cucuzzella. And, you know, I noticed, for me, I was at the finish line, and that old adage of you don't know somebody's story seems to prove acutely true with runners of the half marathon. You see people crossing the finish line, there are tears. You kind of don't know what's behind it always. One of my favorite parts was watching people at the very end who were finishing. You know, even if they didn't get what you consider to be a great fast time, they still ran the same distance. They had to run 26.2. Dr. Mark, what are your thoughts just wrapping up? How was this event, and what do you think about how everything went?
Yeah, I mean, when you look behind you here, this is how it goes, right? So you have friends and volunteers.
Yeah.
You know, so if you do these races behind the scenes, this is the hot mess afterwards. So, but yeah, so many people pitch in. I mean, to give people that experience of accomplishing something that they hadn't accomplished before. So, I mean, I think that's what brings volunteers joy. They watch someone, you know, everyone has a story, and a lot of them out there accomplish something for their first time today. And this is not an easy marathon course. So, yeah. Absolutely. You know, for people running their first marathon, picking this one, you know, it's not
Berlin or Vienna, is it?
No, it's Chicago tomorrow. So,
yeah,
it's not a big city course. I mean, you can get lost out there, so that has a little risk too.
Awesome. Well,
And
thank
I want to
you.
thank you, Nick. You out there on the field for like 6 hours today, so it's a long day.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. It was a blessing to be here, and yeah, I'm thankful to y'all for letting me be a part of it. And yeah, maybe I'll come back and run it sometime.
Yeah, come back and run it. Or if you're not running it, we're gonna loop you into helping.
You'll just have me work. Maybe that's my
be
job
careful
here.
of doing too good a job volunteering.
Yeah, I should sandbag a bit.
Yeah. You're like, oh man. Okay.
All right, thank you,
cool.
man. Appreciate
All right.
it. Hey, y'all. So just a bit of a recap here. It's 3 o'clock. I've been here since 9 this morning, and we're just wrapping things up. There's a few people still left there with Dr. Mark, and they're getting everything picked up. And anyway, yeah, it's been great. You saw my brief interview with Dr. Mark there at the end, and just one of the things that really stuck out to me was, again, just watching the emotions of people across the finish line. And it does, you know, we can turn this into a cliche, but it really is such a beautiful illustration or analogy for life. You want to finish well, finish with a smile on your face. And I was so encouraged, especially by some of the people that took 4, 5, 6 hours to finish the marathon. There were tears of people that were there waiting for them, and you just never know. You don't know what their story might be. I saw this guy finish, and would appear to be his wife, and maybe her mom or his mom, his little girl, and the mom, the wife had tears in their eyes, and they seemed just overcome by emotion. And it's hard to believe that they would feel that way just because he ran a marathon. It seems like there's something more to it. And that's a big part of what this is all about, what my channel, Running from 40, is about, but what running is about. You know, it's a great teacher. And I'm just so thankful for this opportunity, thankful to be able to come out here. The weather turned out really nice and beautiful, a little windy, but it was overall just a great experience. And, you know, I mean, Dr. Mark wouldn't even want this sort of praise heaped on him, but he's not your typical race director. You know, this is an old school race, and he is a guy who's an immensely accomplished runner. He's done so much. And here he is at the very end, lifting things, doing the hard work, being a part of it all. At the finish line, at the end, congratulating people who are taking 6 hours to finish a marathon. And that's what it's about. You know, one of the biggest realizations for me is, even whether somebody did the marathon in 3 hours, there were some that did it right around 3 hours. One even did a sub 3, which is amazing. It's a very, very tough course. One of the toughest courses you could think of doing. Not just the elevation change, but the terrain, running in grass and mud today. Very, very tough. But whoever crossed that finish line, whether it was 3 hours or 6 hours or somewhere in between, they finished it. They ran 26.2 miles today. And that's more than most people will ever run in a day. And so I want to encourage y'all, you know, you don't need to run a marathon, but try running. You know, like I've said, it is a great teacher. It's going to teach you about yourself. It's going to teach you about life. It's going to teach you about the nature of the struggle. And I'm telling you, I've heard this lately. I heard Floris Gearman on his race vlog for the Berlin Marathon, talking about doing hard things. And it is so worth it. Doing hard things is worth it. Finding joy in the friction of life, in the difficult times. It's easy to smile. It's easy to be happy. It's easy to be optimistic when everything is going relatively well. But when you have to dig down deep, when you have to face adversity, and you can come through that, and you can come through that better off for it, that's what truly matters. And so, anyway, it was a great experience. It was a privilege to be there. And I don't know if I have anything else to say. It was just awesome. So thanks y'all for watching. Y'all mean so much to me. I appreciate y'all. And until we see each other again, take care, y'all. Here we are, last finisher. All right, finishing strong. Let's do it. This is the final kick. We got it. 26.2. follow up.
Awesome job. Way to go, way to go.
We got your medal. Awesome job.
Way to go, way to go. You are amazing. Congratulations.
Cheers here. Rosemary, Elsie.
Subscribe.
Like and subscribe, that's right.
Running from 40.